Hello everyone and welcome to Health is Wealth. I'm back again with another video. As you can see, I have this prosperity walls, what I call it, behind me. Beautiful, deep green. I've been really resonating greens and purples lately. So that's why I have the deep green, beautiful prosperity wall behind me. I have the purple lip, which is royalty and magnificence and amazingness all around. But today, I want to focus the topic on, oh, by the way, this is a lip color that I got from a local black-owned business in the Bay. So shout out to, can't think of the name of the business, but I'll see if I can find it and tag it later. But anyways, I'm really excited to share with you today a video on the topic regarding expectation and the power of being clear on what you want. So in some cases, some of us may be very hesitant to either declare verbally what we want, or we may, in some cases, be hesitant about writing down what we want or telling other people what we want. But there is power in speaking over your desires. There is power over speaking over the things that are near and dear to your heart that you'd want to one day see manifest. So I heard this message years ago and I wanted to share. And the message is that think about pregnant women. So some of you who are watching are either pregnant right now, or you at one point had a child, so you were pregnant at one point, or in some cases, some of you watching may desire and really truly want to be a parent, a mother one day, a parent or a mother. So this message I heard years ago, and I really wanted to share that because it's been resonating with me as of late, which is that a lot of times we have a desire for something and we don't want to verbalize it or share it with others for fear that if we speak it, we're going to quote unquote jinx ourselves, or we're going to push against it. Or when you speak about want, it's indication that there's a lack or whatever the case may be. But there's power in speaking over your desires and casting out your vision through words, through deed, through baby steps, through speaking it, all of that. So the message I heard years ago was that think about pregnant women when they're expecting, whether they're in their first trimester, second trimester, wherever they are along their path. A lot of times they are feeling a range of emotion. There's a lot of hormonal fluctuations happening, a lot of being very highly sensitive about smell and sound and environments, right? So I was once pregnant. I have a 4-year-old daughter who's amazing, a blessing in many ways. And during that time, you're hypersensitive about everything. The beauty about when you are in anticipation and expectation of something to manifest, in this case, a child, a baby, a new addition to the family, what happens is you're constantly preparing, right? You're thinking all these things. And I know pregnant women and moms out there can attest to this. You're thinking about names for the child. You're thinking about how to decorate the crib and the room for the baby. You're thinking about nesting, what to wear, what you want to put, how you want to dress the baby. You're thinking about, is it a boy or a girl if you don't know already? You're thinking about all these things and you're preparing. You're literally moving things around. You're making room. You might be cleaning up. You might be moving to a new place. You may be organizing your current space. Whatever the case may be, right? And there's a lot of celebratory moments where you're getting excited for a baby naming ceremony or a baby shower or whatever the cultural practice would be, right? Before the baby arrives. Interestingly, though, a common thing with pregnant women is there's a lot of range of emotions, right? In some cases, there's like this clear understanding, like, I know my name of this child. I know what I want to put in this child. In other cases, like, I'm not sure what to name the child. There's a lot of uncertainty. But regardless of the uncertainty, and get this, regardless of the uncertainty, there's still a clear expectation of what is to be manifested, and there's a preparation before the manifestation. I'll say that one more time because some of you may be with me, some of you may be not. Sorry about, I'm kind of messing with my top here. It's kind of doing its thing. But this is what I want you to get. And if you're taking notes, good. If you're not, pause, replay, hear it again, whatever the case may be. I really want you to get this, is that I'm using the example, I'm using this analogy of a pregnant woman or expecting mother. But I want you to get this, whether you are male, female, a parent, not a parent, whatever your background is, I want you to get the principle here. The principle is when you are in active anticipation for something to come, though you can't see it. And in the very beginning, as a woman who's expecting, you may not feel the feeling of being pregnant. You may not have the baby bump yet. You may not have the morning sickness or whatever the case may be. You quite don't feel that it's quite real. And then there's certain things you see along the way, whether it's a sonogram, hearing the baby's heartbeat, the way your clothes fit differently, you're noticing your belly bump is growing, you're noticing your energy shifting, whether you have really high energy, really low energy, your different phases throughout this 9-month period, these 3 trimesters, right? But the beauty, the message of life is that no matter what is to come before you, whether you have evidence of it or not, whether you see a glimpse of it or not, whether you can follow the breadcrumbs or not, understand that there is power in active anticipation. There is power of speaking words to existence. There is power in preparation, whether you see it or not. So I'll give an example on a personal level. Years ago, before I moved to the Bay, I was already 100% clear in my conviction, in my spirit, in my mind, in my emotion that I was going to move to the Bay because there was a time in my life I knew there was another opportunity for me. And so I was applying for schools. I was looking at possible jobs, just kind of, sowing my seeds, kind of laying the groundwork, right? Before I had the 100% green light that I was going to begin a program here that I eventually began through my journey, I already was clear in my spirit and convicted that that was going to be. My faith in it was more powerful than the actual confirmation that it was to be. Number one, I was already looking for boxes. I was already packing some of my things. I already knew in my spirit that this was the time, and God told me to move. And all this was just kind of falling into place. So what I say to you, those of you who are in anticipation for something, who have high expectation for something, you want to shift in your life, you want a move of God, you want a real transformation, you want to shake things up in your life, you want a new result, you want a different outcome, you want something that's going to transform your world to the next level. Understand that you are worthy to receive it. Understand that there's nothing you could do that could take that away from you. Understand that you don't have to fight or struggle for it, that it is already yours. All you need to do is have faith in it, get wisdom on the direction you're supposed to be taking and when, and prepare accordingly. So in the example I gave, around an expecting mother, she's preparing, the family's preparing for this new child. They're shifting, they're making adjustments, they're preparing. Though they don't see the child yet, they have faith and hopeful anticipation and expectation that this child will be here one day. So whatever you're birthing, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever you're birthing, whatever you're hoping to see fully manifest, whatever you're looking to grow, understand that it is yours already. If you can just stay in that emotional pattern, emotion meaning energy in motion, if you just stay in that high energy pattern, high emotion pattern, that where you speak positive affirmations every day, where you're in hopeful anticipation every day, where you give yourself a pep talk every morning, where you're praying, where you're speaking, where you're preparing, and you keep doing that, It is a matter of time that you, the very thing that you are birthing in your mind, you will see before your eyes. I'm telling you, God is faithful. I don't care if it's a business, if it's a child, if it's a new move, if it's a financial, if it's a relationship, whatever the change and the shift is, God is able. God has instilled in you everything that you need to shift into that. Understand that you will not be able to reach your level of greatness unless you believe you are worthy to receive it. And know that there's a certain level in which your energy has to be consistently. There's a certain vibration of high energy, high vibration you got to stay at. Otherwise, you are not able to manifest the thing you want to manifest, because unknowingly, some cases on a subconscious level, you are rejecting the very thing you're hoping for, and you are blocking your own blessing. Understand that. You could say, I want it, all I want. You could say, I really desire it. But if your habits on a daily basis, if your self-talk on a daily basis, if the way you move on a daily basis and all the decisions you make are in clear contrast or in opposition to the very thing you desire, you are pushing it further and further and further away from yourself. And you'll wake up and say, I don't know why I always feel stuck, or I find myself in these patterns over and over, year in, year out. But once you get that, what you say, what you do as far as your habits, what you believe that you deserve, what you instinctively feel that you have a power and access to, if all those are not in alignment with each other, but if one goes against the other and the other goes against the other one, then you're constantly going to be going 1 step forward to 2 steps back, and 2 steps forward to 4 steps back, and 5 steps forward to 10 steps back. And you're constantly saying, like, man, I'm always on the brink of about to get my $1 million, about to get my dream career, about to experience this beautiful idea that I know I deserve, but whatever reason, it's just not happening. A lot of times there's a lack of alignment among what you believe, what you feel, what you think, and there's somewhere on a deep subconscious level that you do not feel worthy, or your fear of failure, your fear of success is too strong that you won't be open to allowing success, blessings, joy, peace, love, abundance. So I want to leave you there. I don't want the video to be too long, but I do want to say that everything that you're expecting that's good and pure and righteous and it's wholesome, you can receive it. Just keep on praying, faith, preparation, mind your words, mind your ears. Be clear on what your daily habits are. Are your daily habits getting you closer to that, or are they getting you further away? So I leave that with you. May you share that with others. Be blessed by this message. Be inspired. And great things will come. Great things will come, because everything is working out for you. Everything's working out for me. No matter what the external circumstances look like, all is well. Choose to believe higher than what you see. All is well. All is well. With that, I bid you peace, love, and clean living. Please share, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. With that, peace.